Throughout the video, we've analyzed a list of hypocritical YouTubers in an ascending order, with each offender outdoing their predecessor. And I think this is the ideal way to make my point. While this is usually the point of the video where we'd part ways, I'm sure you realize there's a lot of the video left. Naturally, we're going to ascend to a higher plane of hypocrisy, but the question is, where do we go from here? We could also discuss the hypocrisy of YouTube channels who often pull on heartstrings through emotionally charged arguments relating to subjects like mental health. Just last week, a T channel who's made extremely grandstandy tweets about mental health in the past posted a video cashing in on what appears to be a Gabby Hanna mental breakdown. I think for a lot of these T channels, the veil of pretending to care about one's mental health is one of their biggest hypocrisies across the board, because for the most part, they don't. This always brings me back to the Eugenia Cooney petition that's now received nearly 50,000 signatures. Don't get me wrong, while the motive to ban Eugenia Cooney and take her revenue is front and center, the entire petition itself is written in a manner that suggests this is for Eugenia's benefit, and that's how many influencers promoted it. Wait guys, you haven't considered all the options. If we make her poor, she'll have to get better. It talks all about Eugenia's struggles, her illness, her hospitalization, and her steady decline in physical appearance. At one point, it even states, "It is for this reason we ask YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram to step in and take an active role in temporarily removing Eugenia from said platforms, while she receives the help she desperately needs." Many people are afraid that Eugenia will pass away before she's able to receive treatment. By removing Eugenia from these platforms, she'll no longer be bombarded with comments regarding her low weight, which only seems to encourage her eating disorder. Yeah, no shit, but she'll also be without a platform and basic income. I can't imagine someone in her position that would take this well. Right after the paragraph, the petition drops its mask immediately and starts to address the quote-unquote real issue, the detrimental part of her content. Newsflash, the people writing this don't give a fuck about Eugenia. They're fully aware that deleting her entire social media presence to help her sounds fucking insane, and that's because they'd much rather her die offline than be seen in the public eye for a second longer. The types of people who support this are fucking hilarious as well. If you're concerned about Eugenia's pro-Anna content and the toxic influence it has on minors, please sign this petition. Recently, this same person reposted someone claiming that Eugenia is responsible for killing people for the crime of being sick on camera. There's also the video this creator made claiming that Eugenia intentionally flashed the camera, and we know this for a matter of fact, by the way, because her eyeshadow matched her underwear.
Today we are going to discuss Eugenia's latest video, in which she is flashing the camera her underwear the entire time. Now supposedly this is a shoe haul video, but no one really believed that. Everyone knows what she is trying to do at this point, and no one is falling for it anymore. Now another reason we know that this was not an accident is because her underwear and her eyeshadow matched. They were the same color. She was wearing a plaid red outfit and her underwear was pink, and it looked like her eyeshadow was pink as well. Now I don't know about you guys, but when I'm getting dressed, I do not match my eyeshadow to my underwear. I match it to my shirt because that's the thing I want people to be focusing on, or at least that's the thing that's going to be in the camera that I would like to draw attention to.
Good. You and your mom need to learn that you have a lot more to offer than desperately body checking and underwear flashing for controversy and clicks to an audience you know is full of kids. My lord, won't someone please think of the children? If she truly exposed her privates on accident, why hasn't she blurred it, huh? I'd love to see these people explain why Eugenia having an eating disorder and simply existing online is somehow worse than people like Nekrovalley Avocado, who are extremely overweight and their entire content consists of engorging themselves for money.
The two are not really comparable at all. So while Nick definitely does seem to have some disordered eating habits and some very unhealthy relationships with his body image and with food, I think that his ED is very different from Eugenia's. And I don't think that people are going to see Nekrovalley Avocado and think, wow, I wish I looked like him. No one is looking at his content and thinking, he looks amazing, he is exactly what society wants me to be, and I should try to do that too. Whereas people are much more likely to see Eugenia and internalize that same message within themselves. So Eugenia
Shut the fuck up.
Inspiration for a lot of people in terms of
you're a fucking cunt.
Once again, we're completely removing parents from the equation as well, and social media must be regulated just to parent those children.
I'm sorry if like I make you uncomfortable or anything like that. As for like young impressionable people, I mean, the thing is, like, I can't really control if somebody were to look at me and want to look like me.
Yeah. That's right. People look at her body and that's pretty much the only reason people click on her videos, let's be honest.
Nuclear take you might not be ready to hear. The people like Onision who were milking shitloads of videos pretending they cared about her in 2016 and 17 didn't actually give a fuck about Eugenia then, and neither do the new wave of save the children grandstanders that we're seeing now. This girl's eating disorder has consistently pulled a massive number of views for a very long time, and that's why people keep talking about it. The amount of people who have milked this girl dry for revenue is pretty fucking sickening. I know. Every single divorced 40-year-old wine mom listening to me just went completely ballistic in my comment section, starting their paragraphs, which I'm never going to read, discussing why this actually isn't a double standard, and kids are actually in danger, and consistency isn't important. So while they're hard at work typing to save the world, I'm gonna transition into our next topic.
He is a predator. Now it's been confirmed. I'm not trying to get sued once again, but Tati did say you were a predator, so I don't know. I'm gonna believe my queen Tati, you know?
They're like these huge black dudes, and they were all strapped. They were all black. There was like, every single one of them was black. I mean, they were all like 6'5", black dudes. Yeah, that's terrifying.